Extra bit of money, double time.
With us now is Suzanne Guest, an occupational psychologist. Good morning.
Morning.
I think we've both been there, haven't we?
We've all worked on Christmas Day.
Have you worked on Christmas Day ever?
I've been on call Christmas Day, but never actually worked.
Yeah.
And thankfully wasn't called out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 900,000 people have got to do it, I suppose, and it has to be done in all sorts of occupations, police, armed services, prison officers particularly, and hospital workers. But it seems more people having to do it than before. Why is that?
Not quite sure of the actual reasons why people are doing it. We've got more people in care homes, those type of things. And then, things like the leisure industry. So lots of people eat out for Christmas dinner, so people need to serve them. And then things like, people moan about the railway over Christmas, but it's because essential maintenance is being done. Of course, because of the terrible floods in Cumbria, there's even more maintenance being done.
Lots of reasons why people might have to work on Christmas Day. What is the best approach, do you think? Because it can be particularly tough if you've got children. Not being there to open presents. What would you suggest?
Yeah, I think it's all down to planning. So sometimes people would have 2 Christmases. I have a friend who her husband works on the oil rig, so works Christmas. So with her daughter, they've had a little word with Santa, and Elf on the Shelf brings half her presents, and then Santa brings the other half of the presents.
Elf on the Shelf?
Yeah, it's the latest thing now. So Elf on the Shelf arrives around the beginning of December.
Right.
And he is in a different position every day, and he watches out.
Really?
Yeah, for Santa, who's been good.
Okay.
And then he brings her presents while Daddy's still there, and then Santa brings the other half.
And what about if you're going into work on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Again, best approach.
I think people are often in those industries know exactly that's expected of them.
Yeah.
Often it'd be quite fun with Christmas Day because, there's not the same expectations on people. People often change rotas around so that the ones who have got children maybe don't work, and they would work New Year, and the ones who have...
It's lower paid workers who have to do it more though, isn't it?
Often, yeah. Yeah, so the people who are serving Christmas dinner in the restaurants, often they're not on very good wages, so people will be working Christmas Day for...
And do most people just get the normal rate, or do you think you can negotiate to get...
It varies, so it depends on how charitable the employer is. So some employers would charge a lot for Christmas Day, and so as a result the staff can be paid more. I've worked in a cinema, and it was actually written in my contract that leisure days are normal days in the leisure industry, so bank holidays you're paid exactly the same rate of pay.
So it really depends where you're working.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, but it might be... I have been here on Christmas Day, and somebody brought in presents for everyone, which was a lovely thing to do.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, there is ways of getting around these type of things,
All right.
Yeah.
Suzanne, thanks very much.
Great.
Good TV production staff. Never stops. Breakfast is open 365 days of the year, 24 hours a day, 4 things have to come in. Actually, I think
there's 1 hour in the year that maybe people aren't here.
Yeah. The worst day, I think, actually, for a presenter's point of view, is Boxing Day. Because you can't really
or anybody's point of view, isn't it?
You can't really... Christmas Day is kind of spoiled, and then you're then on Boxing Day, back to work. Not us this year, though.
Anyway, happy Christmas, particularly if you're working on Christmas Day.
Naga's doing the duty this year.
She is.
Good on her. 17 minutes to 8. This is Breakfast from BBC News. These are the main stories this morning.
The number of people admitted to hospital in England with alcohol poisoning has doubled in 6 years.
British troops have been deployed to southern Afghanistan, and what the Ministry of Defence says is an advisory role, as the Taliban claims it